Okay, that was a lot to unpack. Okay, first, and if you watch this, you're gonna realize why I'm kind of like this right now, because it's like, holy shit, okay. If this reading is for you, you are gonna be in a tumultuous relationship, or a relationship that has a bit toxicity in it. You might push that toxicity to the side and all that, but okay. Oh my god, there's a lot to unpack here. Ugh, I want to go through the whole reading again, but I'm trying not to. So, okay, if this reading is for you, you find yourself in a bit of a toxic relationship and you're seeking an exit, essentially. But you're procrastinating this exit regardless of the toxicity of this. This is the type of relationship where you've been betrayed a lot. You have to take, 10 swords out of your back, but you pick yourself up each time, and each time it feels a little bit easier. Not that it really should, but it does. And essentially you're trying to exit, but your procrastination is leading to a really toxic and horrific kind of ending, rather than a more gentle, regular tower. This tower is much more intense. So if that kind of sounds like you, then this reading is for you, and I sincerely hope that I can help. But yeah, we'll get right into this then. Hello, and welcome to your reading. Let's see. I didn't come into this with a plan or with a thought. I've been very encouraged to just go and just do it. Let things happen naturally. I'm using Revelations today. I know that I normally use my Robin Wood Tarot. That is the deck that I always use. Like, literally always. For everything. But I'm not feeling like I should be using that right now. And also, this got moved. Probably one of the cats. But yeah. So I'm going to be using Revelations today. I normally refer to this as like my shadow deck. It's brutal honesty, basically. The information that you normally need to know but might be a little bit uncomfortable generally comes from this deck. So if that's what I'm gonna be called to do, this might be a bumpy ride, but who knows? I don't know. You know this video is for you because you've already seen what is this video about kind of thing. You already know that this video is for you. Buckle up, Buttercup. We're getting into it. Alright. What do they need to know? What is it that the collective today needs to know? Why this specific deck? Oh, I just got like this shooting pain right here on my forehead. It's like, it's almost right above the left eye, like eyebrow. It hurts a lot. Maybe you have a headache. Maybe something is being a bit of a pain in the ass. Maybe something's literally giving you a headache. Okay, well, we got 4 in a pile. 4 has been a very significant word here, or not word, number here on this channel recently. 4 keeps popping up, keeps popping out of the deck, and something that's undecided. Okay, so I feel like this is all one energy. This is in this. Okay. It's all gonna... I also need to see the back of the deck, too. Okay, what is it? Can you tell me? It's justice on the back of the deck. So, something is unfolding, and it's like divine justice is coming in, and basically, this could be very karmic. This could be very life path sort of thing, this kind of deal for you. Because when justice comes out, it's normally things are rebalancing, things are going back to where that they should be, I guess is what I should say. Ooh. Oh, interesting. You have some very interesting things going on here for you. The main message right now is don't give up hope. All right? Don't give up hope because things feel too hard or things feel upside down right now. Or if something recently has happened that has given you or made you feel like there's a reason for you to give up hope, don't. All right? That is basically trumpets calling you into the wrong direction. You need to keep your hope up. And I feel like dipping into spirituality a little bit is going to help you sort of rebalance. You could have experienced recently a loss or some form of trickery, which has made you sort of come inwards. You might feel a little bit more isolated, but you're being told to just hold on to the hope, hold on to the goodness that you know that you have in you, hold on to all the good things that you know that you have in your life. You might be looking right now and thinking, this is terrible. I don't want to deal with this right now. And you feel so recluse, wanting to kind of go back inside of yourself a little bit. But you're being asked to just, the loss that you've experienced that's made you feel maybe almost hopeless, it's not hopeless. This is just, it could be maybe that you weren't ready for this next step, but you, like, sometimes, like, obviously life, it doesn't always slow down. Life goes pretty quickly. It goes very fast. And I feel like, maybe something happened a little bit too quickly for you, or you feel like it happened a bit too quickly for you, but that could also be a part of a message here for you as well, that, you know, life keeps going. You might want to rest, you might want to stop, but you also kind of have to go with the flow a little bit as well. And yeah, actually, I'm going to read you what Judgment in Reverse is, because I feel like I've been, like, in my own personal readings, I've been getting Judgment a lot, and Judgment in Reverse, I haven't seen that card come out like that, so I'm genuinely very curious. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. It's reversed. Procrastination has caused a delay in making your decisions. The trumpets blare for a response, and yet you hold back on moving on. Time is wasted through distractions and dithering. This card warns of making a decision soon, or the opportunity will pass, leaving you only with regret. So, something has obviously happened that's left you with a lot of regret, as I said. In terms of the individual, this card embodies the ultimate procrastinator. So you could just be also procrastinating on something. You still feel like you've given up hope, pretty much. Which you don't have to. There's no reason to just give up. The person not only wastes his or her time making a decision, but the time of others. The excuses are endless, and he or she has mastered the art of diversion. This person is afraid to commit to the possibilities of the future or to take responsibility for his or her own actions. In terms of a situation, the reverse of this card signifies fear of change and responsibility. Projects may never begin, relationships may never get past the initial stages, and life decisions may never be executed. Everything remains stagnant and in flux, festering away with neglect, which will eventually lead to decay and dissipation. So, don't procrastinate. Whatever hope that you feel like that you've literally lost, or the time that you've lost, because, I mean, the Hangman in Reverse can spell worthless activity, or the loss of something, your change of perspective, not changing it, being kind of stagnant. And I feel like you are given all the right tools, and yeah, procrastination is obviously a really big one, I suppose, in this message. But I feel like it's you just need to keep trekking along. It's going to feel like an arduous journey. And maybe that's what's holding you back. You don't have hope for completing this journey in itself, which I feel like is part of the problem. But you have that hope, that light inside of you. You can kind of feel it. You almost embody the star as just its energy as a whole. It's just, you have all these other personal issues that you can't focus on what really needs to be focused on right now. Let's see. Okay. You got the Tower in reverse. And you also got the Lovers with that too. I'm going to read to you what the Tower in reverse is. The reverse of this card heralds a dramatic change that cannot be stopped. Much like the above wind, change will be experienced. So yeah, this is, okay, that energy. That makes sense. Dramatic change will leave you out of a career, out of a home, or out of a relationship. I'm pretty sure it's just the relationship at this point, because you got the Lovers with the Tower in reverse. So in situations, this card implies that relationships will come to an abrupt end, careers, contracts, arrangements will experience the same fell swoop, and life around you will appear in ruins, awaken this destruction. So yeah, this is looking pretty messy. I don't even know how to move forward with this. Definitely, obviously, a relationship is coming to a very painful end, because you got the Lovers with the Tower. Something romantic of the heart it could be possibly coming to an end. I don't want to say that it will, but there's obviously a lot of maybe trauma or related things to do within this relationship, and some things are needing to come to a close, basically. Yeah, the only way you're really going to get peace is to just don't fight against this. Let it naturally happen. I think you already have the answers for that here. But you're not going to be able to really rest properly and to heal properly until this whole Tower thing is completed. It's going to happen very, very abruptly, and I have a feeling it has to do with your procrastination here. You're holding on to something that doesn't suit you anymore. You're holding on to things that don't work for you anymore. You've lost your hope already. You still have hope, and I mean, that's probably part of the issue. I mean, having hope is always very beautiful, but I would have more hope for yourself. You're resisting this inevitability, and that's leaving you feeling like you're needing to go on like this more spiritual journey, because you could be falling into this is gonna sound really off cuff, but you could be consuming a lot of some form of medias, or it's like some sort of media, I think, that's making you want to stay in something that just doesn't fit you anymore. You could feel like you have no choice but to stay. You could be over consuming possibly tarot readings, for one. Looking for any excuse to kind of stay and to make sure that this Tower doesn't happen, but I feel like the Tower around you is already happening. You still got justice here. Like, this is divine. This is gonna happen regardless of necessarily the kind of hope that you hold in your heart for this. Can I please have confirmation on the star, please? Death. Yeah. You need to, this is a very huge change that is happening for you. It's a divine change. You have the hope and the strength to be able to end that phase of your life and move on into the next one. But death is coming. Like, the change is here. The transition is here right now. You can see it as plainly as you can see me right now. It's just you haven't taken the time to admit it yet, I feel. And it's the procrastination. It's the let's just wait and see. Let's just hold on a little longer. And you're waiting. You're basically waiting for for a victory to happen. You're waiting for them to step up, but I don't think that they're going to step up. But what lies beyond death is something like what, not death as in let, but death as in like this transition that you're making in your life. There's positivity behind that. I think there's going to be a lot of healing for you, and you might end up building up walls, I kind of feel. You'll also be able to have some time to rest. Maybe that's also kind of what you need right now. You need to rest and recoup. You might be a little bit too strung up to be able to make a decision right now as the tower around you is collapsing. Could I have clarification on the Six of Swords, please? Show me Six of Swords. Now you got Six of Cups. 66 could be significant to you. You're kind of trudging along and you're wanting to make this spiritual journey, probably because this relationship holds a lot of history. And you could be in a state of kind of reminiscing all the good moments, and you really want to let it go because all these good things have happened, and you're trying to maybe shut out all of the bad things, which is causing this procrastination. But I feel like you need to push through this spiritual journey, and you can look through these memories and these thoughts all you want. I feel like that is going to be healthy and part of your healing process. But I feel like you need to stop reminiscing too much about all the good times, but you need to look at the whole picture, the big picture, right? Like, you might be thinking about this person, all their high qualities and all their great qualities, but there's a reason why you're in this limbo right now, why you're feeling like you're at a loss and you're just putting it off. Can we have, can I see the Lovers, please? The Lovers and the Tower, show me that. I feel like they need to be combined. Oh. Okay, this just landed like that. Okay. I don't know how you want to face. Tell me. Okay, you're still on your side. You. A lot of cards coming on their side lately. Energy could have been very, like, between you and this person, and I'll get to this after, because that's in itself painful. There could have, the other half could have worn many faces, and it was just basically a gamble on what kind of a person are they going to be like today. And it's almost like you've had to walk around eggshells for a long period of time, because you really don't know what is this person going to be like. Because I feel like they have, I'm not saying multiple personalities. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it really depended on their mood, what kind of a day it was going to be for the household, basically. And some days are really, really, really good, while other days are really, 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 really bad. And it's those really, really, really good days that have you reminiscing and have you thinking about this, which is why it's also brought in the procrastination. This person could be, you know, when they sense you're going to want to exit, they could be trying to give you as many good days as possible to overshroud whatever bad thing that had happened before. And shows here, you also got the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords. There's been a lot of betrayal and a lot of backstabbing, and I feel that you often pick yourself up. You have fresh wounds. You're looking at everything that you... Basically, you're looking at the collection of loss, but you also see that there's a collection of good, and the collection of good feels so nice. You want to keep it in that tight little box, that nice little bubble. You don't want anything to touch it, because there's so much bad that keeps piling and piling. And you're constantly having to pick yourself back up, take those swords out of you, and just keep going. And I feel like it's incredibly exhausting. It's probably exhausting your nervous system. It's probably exhausting your body. What's going on is not ideal. And this next betrayal, if it hasn't already really happened, is going to be kind of the straw that broke the back, you know? It's going to be, that's going to be it. Essentially. It's going to be too much for you to handle, and that pile of bad is going to overconsume all the pile of good that you've been kind of reminiscing and thinking about. Oh, what do you need? I feel I need this. I don't, unless I'm called to like do a love reading, I don't generally do them. This one is very love reading-esque. So I'm going to be using the Lover Oracle, and this should hopefully give me some answers. This one, okay. Tell me a little bit about what are key things that they need to know in regards to this, or that they can get some foresight on. What are some key things about this relationship as clarification that this is indeed for them? I can't talk to you right now. There could be someone who's a very busybody, who doesn't give you the time of day. There could be someone who's literally giving you the cold shoulder, who just he won't give you the time of day. It's like they're always too busy for you, but they're never too busy for anyone else, is what I'm getting here. It's on the back. Why can't I tell you the truth? So, one of you is holding a secret, and this has probably caused a lot of these issues, possibly, is the secret. It could also just be you being open about how you're feeling and how much pain that you're in, but you also could be in a situation where you can't do that. This could be you saying, I can't talk to you right now because you need to sort yourself out first before you tell them what's up. Emotions overwhelm me. Emotions could overwhelm you. This is why you're procrastinating. You're avoiding the situation, is because you know this is going to be a very heavily emotional discussion, if it is a discussion, or it could be an argument. You don't do very well with those, I'm feeling. And this whole situation here is probably really stressing you out. I need to figure myself out. Exactly, you need to figure yourself out before you can actually go to them and to figure this out. I want to be different. Take that as it resonates. I don't know if this is maybe something that that you want. Like, you want to be different and they're keeping you in a little box, or maybe they want to be different and you're keeping them in a little box. I don't know. You'll know what this means if this pertains to you. And then it is all too much. Again, the overwhelming of emotions, and this is painting a very big picture on just, it's a lot to handle right now, and that is why you're procrastinating so much. You need to figure yourself out. This is why you're on this journey with the Six of Swords and the Six of Cups. You're trying to figure it all out. You're trying to get your emotions in check. It's very overwhelming for you, and the Tower could be happening it could be happening now. And this is just a lot for you to handle because it happens so fast, right? I'm cutting the deck. I am the man. I don't know who that's for, but it's for somebody. But if you are, you got this, okay? You can do it. I know you can. There's another deck. This one, the Elemental Oracle. I'm going to be pulling one card from here. One lonely little card. And then I'm going to close out with some advice. Alright, what is it from this deck that they needed to hear? Time. Discipline and time. It's now it's time to stop procrastinating. Now it's time to start doing. I feel like you've taken a lot of time for this, but the Tower is going to happen regardless. It's going to be painful. It's going to suck. But the time is now. And I feel like you need to be a little bit more disciplined with time when you're dealing with this. Don't always look for like the right time. There is obviously a right time, but I feel like you already know when that is. And try not to worry about it too much. Be present. Be present in the moment. Don't be looking at the clock. Don't be worried about when they're going to get home or when they're coming over. Don't look at the clock too much. It's going to stress you out. But be disciplined. But be a little bit more disciplined with time. It is finite, and yeah, it is literally time for this to come out. Procrastinating isn't going to do you really any good. Oh, fuck. There's something else that I need before I can do that. Okay, there's one more message for you. Alright. What can they not see? Oh, here we go. What can you not see? It ended up in the deck because you really can't see it. Is that there's going to be abundance after this. You're going to feel stability again. After all this is completed, you will feel stability. And the reason why you can't feel that right now, why you can't see that, is because of all this stuff going on. You're overwhelmed. This has been a little bit too much for you. You're at your breaking point. You're at the peak. And you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. The Ace of Pentacles is there. It's abundance, and I don't feel like this has anything really to do with finances. But this is... You're gonna feel more wealthy. Perhaps spiritually, perhaps materialistically. Like, if you live with this person and they've been siphoning off of you for some of you might have been financially supporting them. You will have all that money that is not owed to you back. Like, whatever's lost is lost. But you won't have to really care for them anymore, especially if they're, your second half, your other half. Is there anything else that they can't see coming? Three of Cups. You're probably not going to want to socialize for a little while. You're probably going to internalize a lot of things. Like, you'll have your community and you'll have your people there, but there's going to be zero chance that you'll ever want to celebrate. I know some people throw like breakup parties and stuff like that. I don't feel like you're going to do anything like that, but I do feel like that being around people who you love and trust will be important to you at that time, and you might want to feel a little bit more secluded and cut yourself off. Take that time. Take that seclusion. That is going to be very healthy for you, but don't forget that you do have a support system, and that is important to remember, especially if you can't see that right now. Yeah, because if you're going to have, like, this is going to bother you for a while. This is going to bother you for probably a good chunk of time, and it could give you nightmares, night terrors. You could be fearful for a little while, especially if this is such a deep and toxic relationship. But you just have to remember there is abundance that is coming to you. You have to get through all of this mess first. You can't, like, flowers cannot grow unless they go through dirt, right? So I'm going to pull some advice for you, and then we're going to close it out. What advice does this person need? Joy. Make time for the little things today. Listen. Be alert. The soft chiming bells call the nearby fairies. Maybe you need to take some time in silence just to listen for a little bit. Find some joy as your day goes. Find like the little things that will make you happy, whether it's seeing that treat in the kitchen that you've been holding off on eating for like forever. You finally just eat it. You just had a little snack. And breathe. Slow down and contemplate the tea, violets and ivy tangled around the eaves. So just slow down. Don't procrastinate. That's not what I'm telling you. Slowing down does not mean procrastination. Slowing down and breathing means just get yourself calm, evened out, grounded, do some thinking, internalizing, then go. Play. Find some time for yourself. Do something that you find is fun. It doesn't matter if anybody else finds it fun. If you enjoy putting together a 5,000 piece puzzle for the hell of it, do it. If you enjoy going ahead and making soap or crafts, if you're crafty, do it. Don't care about what others think. Do something that you want to do that'll bring you joy. And dream. Have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself in a good book. Take some quiet time to dream a little bit. Do not procrastinate. That is not what this is telling you. Just, this might help you stabilize your emotions a little bit. If you don't procrastinate, but let's say the day that you're going to talk to this person, this tower moment's gonna happen, just take the time that you need, gather your thoughts, dream a little bit, do something nice for you, and then go to them when you're not feeling overwhelmed. But don't take too much time, because time is not of the essence right now. If you want to avoid this horrific tower with this person and things like basically going tits up real fast, you are going to want to have this conversation with this person, and hopefully it can all work out amicably. I don't see it really working out that way, but we can always hope. The future is always fluid, but you are being called take a little bit of time to rest. Resting is not procrastination. Take some time to rest, recoup, find some joy, just breathe and dream and just feel all the goodness, have yourself filled with the goodness that you can provide yourself, and everything will work out. So I hope that this helped, and I saw 222 on the timer, so balance, you need to rebalance. But either way, I hope that this helped, and what you're going through right now is is painful as fuck. And I'm so sorry that you're having to go through this and all that, but yeah, this is why I never use a shadow deck on myself, because I never want to know about the painful stuff that needs to happen. But this painful message was for you. And if you made it to the end of this video, I thank you very much. I know people always tell others to like, subscribe, bell. Do that if you feel inclined to. I'm not going to force people to do it. Not that I could force people to do it, but I also feel it a little, well, not tacky. Just, I don't want to talk about asking people to, you know, subscribe and stuff. But I also would like people to do that too. It's a little bit of a flip-flop for me. Do it if you feel guided to. If you don't feel guided to, fuck it. I'll probably show up in your feed at some other point, maybe. Anyway, so either way, I'm happy that this resonated with you if it did. If it didn't resonate with you at all, I still appreciate you being around here. And yeah, bye.